Chris Cruz just asked, came into the studio a while ago, asking about turning to God. Said, I keep saying we got to turn to God, but how do you do that? Well, I think we've discovered it. I think this is self-explanatory, Chris, and you're going to understand.
All right.
How we turn back to God here. The Sparkle Creed from a church in Minnesota.
Yeah, I mean, it's a Lutheran church. Totally mainstream. What we're about to see here.
Totally.
But if you're familiar with the Apostles' Creed, it's almost like it's what the apostles believe, almost like a Cliff Notes version. And then you recite this during church. Well, they got a new spin on it here at this church in Minnesota.
You could say that. It's a pretty new spin.
The Sparkle Creed.
Sparkle Creed.
I believe in the non-binary God.
A non-binary God.
I believe in Jesus Christ, their child, who wore a fabulous tunic and had 2 dads.
Pause it for a second.
There's a lot there.
Who wore a tunic?
A fabulous tunic.
A fabulous tunic. What does a tunic have to do with anything?
Hold on.
Why is that an important element of the Sparkle Creed, I wonder?
Yeah.
Who wore a fabulous tunic.
And had 2 dads.
Okay.
I mean, it's totally biblical what's happening here. This is an ELCA church? I should have known this. Oh, my goodness. This is the furthest left you can get on
ELCA? What does that stand for?
On the Lutheran spectrum there. Evangelical Lutheran Church of America.
Holy God.
They're good. They're so good.
So they have separated themselves, or the Lutheran Church has separated them from the mainstream?
I would say that Lutherans have separated themselves away from the ELCA that used to be it might still be the biggest, but there has been so many in the last 10 years. They're the actual, this is a fun fact, ELCA was meeting in Minneapolis, if you recall, back in 2009, and there was a big debate, are they going to recognize gay marriage? And tornado hit right next to the arena where they were voting. That's a fact. Look it up. 2009, summer 2009. Anyway,
what are you implying there? What is that implication?
I was just giving you weather history.
Oh, okay.
What do you mean?
Right.
But do we want to finish the Sparkle Creed because it's good?
Yeah.
Their child, who wore a fabulous tunic and had 2 dads, and saw everyone as a sibling child of God.
Oh, this is blasphemy.
I believe in the rainbow spirit, who shatters our image of one white light and refracts it into a rainbow of gorgeous diversity.
For golly sakes.
I believe in the church of everyday saints, as numerous, creative, and resilient as patches on the AIDS quilt, whose feet are grounded in mud and whose eyes gaze at the stars in wonder.
Wow.
I believe in the calling to each of us that love is love is love.
Oh, beautiful.
So, beloved,
that's beautiful.
Let us love.
That's beautiful.
I believe, glorious God, help my unbelief. Amen.
Oh, wait. We got
For
prayers.
Taylor Swift and her Swiftie fans and all music that inspires us, help us shake it off when life takes a turn. Remind us that we can still make the whole place shimmer. And when the time comes, help us confess and say,
okay, you're just making
me.
a joke.
Hi, I'm the problem. It's me.
Out of worship.
God of love.
Phew, wow. Wow.
Wonder what the weather report for that church is today.
Ooh. Lightning strikes? Multiple? Fire? Brimstone? I don't know. Is there brimstone in the forecast for that particular area today? Where did that happen? In Minneapolis. Yeah, or Minnesota at least. Minnesota has turned freaky too. Just a lot like Oregon. There are some freaks in Minnesota. That is just flat out blasphemy. Absolute blasphemy.
I got to find out what the weather's going to be like there in St. Edina or Dina or whatever it is.
How do you get a whole group of people like that to just repeat all the nonsense coming out of your face?
The sad thing about that entire thing is you could hear kids in the background.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what? And then I have a picture of the congregation. Hey, white people, what are you doing? Like old white people, why are you at that church?
Are there a lot of people in there? Because it sounds like it.
Yeah.
It's old and white.
And did you catch that line?
Wow.
That line that was in there? I can't find it. Okay. I believe in the rainbow spirit who shatters our image of one white light
Yeah, I
and
did catch that.
Refracts it into a rainbow of gorgeous
colors.
diversity.
Yeah, jeez. Good golly.
So what am I supposed to do with that, Pat? You say turn to God and use that creed?
Listen to that creed.
Do you not hear it?
And then follow accordingly. I think turning to God to me means, we get back to prayer, thinking about God, following his commandments. We, as a nation have to join together and remember and realize that there are certain things that are just that are universal. And some of those things are following the Ten Commandments. That's just universal, right? And unless we do that, unless we realize this is a nation of faith, this is a nation that was founded on those principles, and we start living those principles, man, we're just not going to make it.
Yeah,
we have to turn to him.
And not to put words in your mouth, but would you say that these are individual actions?
Oh, yeah.
That you must take.
Yes.
You can't look to Washington, D.C. or any particular leader.
It's got to come from within.